part of it. Now, where does this crossover event come from? Where does it originate? Because of course, I like having backed up stats and numbers when I talk, because I don't want to look like a boob, right? So, Call of Duty Warfare, all the news. It is a Twitter account. It is a pretty big one. It has almost 19,000 followers. It's following only 920 people, which is relatively low, but obviously, they're a Call of Duty site. Well, apparently, some digging was done into the code, and this is if you think that the most wild thing for Call of Duty was like Ash from Evil Dead and a few other of the real life stars like that are out there like Snoop Dogg were like impressive for you. This is what they found in the code. Apparently, not only is there going to be a Fallout crossover, and this one that to me is dope enough. Give me a power armor, I will buy it. And I don't even play Call of Duty, but I will play online just to see myself running around or see other people running around in that armor. That would be dope. The Crow crossover, which, wow, I'm sorry, what? As well as, now get this, Gundam. There's going to be a Gundam crossover? Like, how does that even happen? I have no idea. But these are the three, these coming season 4, and for Modern Warfare 3, these are the 3 crossovers: Gundam, Fallout, The Crow. That's unbelievable. Yes, sign me up, please. I think that is dope. What are your thoughts on this, man?
I mean, this is the thing. This is the beauty of when you have all these properties now under one belt, right? Call of Duty's been doing this for a while, but now the exciting part
this is
is
very
having
Fortnite-ish, if you will.
Yes, I mean they do it at a different scale because they always try to keep it like everybody's still almost dressed in military outfits, like Fortnite very much doesn't care. Like they'll have anybody look like whatever they want. For the most part, I guess in Call of Duty, I don't know every single one. But the exciting thing for me is now that Call of Duty is owned by Xbox, the crossovers that can happen with Xbox characters is something that I would love to see, because I would love to have Chief. Can you imagine having Chief in Call of Duty? That would be fire, bro. Oh my god. I would love it.
What about Doom Guy?
Doom Guy. I mean, really, like anybody can be. You got Marcus Phoenix, you got the Gears
Oh,
people.
dude, anybody from Gears, like a Carmine would be dope seeing Gears.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you could bring the Locust. You could do however you want. I mean, they bring all types of stuff. Like there's the we already have the Diablo the Diablo
Yes.
characters in there, Lilith and the other guy. So I mean, again, when you start looking at the potential, this is all good news. This is all just showing that they're already started. Like the fact that Fallout is already in there, like that they're already started that idea.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. That's really dope. I'm really excited for what this can be, especially with new IP that we're making, right? It's like it's almost like they can use Call of Duty as like advertisement for all their other IP, right?
Yeah.
Like they can, like anytime they come out with a new game that has a new character that they can use, they could throw them in there and get them in front of Call of Duty eyes. I mean, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, that's a beautiful thing. Call of Duty is the biggest thing out there, and putting Fallout in there is gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge to have that in any other game that they put in there. So, yeah, man, it's pretty dope.
I like when you see the cross pollination with IP. I've been a big fan of it. I want Microsoft to embrace it even more. Obviously, one of the things that I talked about last night that I want to come in a big way or come back in a big way during the June showcase is Killer Instinct. As much as I cannot wait to see what Fool Gore and Jago and the rest of the crew, Saber will look like in modern graphics outside of a launch game from 2013, and that's going to be dope. I want to see what their crossovers are going to be because you had Battletoads, right? You had
Yes,
the big bad from Gears One. General Ram was in there. They had quite a few of them in there. I'd like to see more cross pollination with other characters: Doom Guy, Master Chief, Power Armor. I mean, like I said last night, Joanna Dark would be pretty dope. But what they're doing here in Call of Duty, they need to do more of. And I
I agree.
like take advantage. What I'm asking Microsoft to do here, and again, I'm not really a Call of Duty player. I'll buy a skin. Like I bought Ash from Evil Dead, and I was running around, and I actually
Nice.
held my own for a minute. I mean, I'm not a diehard Call of Duty multiplayer fan. I like the single player stuff. I'm a Halo guy through and through. That's where my love is. But I'll definitely get down with it. You give me a character skin that I'm totally into, I will buy it. It's not even a problem. I think where they could really separate themselves from PlayStation and potentially Nintendo, which if the Switch 2 does come out and it's as powerful as they're saying it's going to be, you'll be able to run something of Call of Duty on there. I would like to see them take advantage, see money of having Game Pass Ultimate perks. Uh, give us some money off of the outfits or the character skins. Give us a
Yeah.
character skin in there. You know, hey, if you're an ultimate subscriber, you get this character pack for free, and it contains X, Y, and Z. And they don't have to be licensed outside of the brand. Let them be the Halo, the Master Chief. Let there be a Cortana skin. Let there be a Locust skin. Throw it in there. That's what I hope that they do, because obviously now you're getting some more serious bang for your buck outside of something like Call of Duty dropping in there, which we all expect to do. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it's not far fetched because they already do that with other
Oh, here
places.
he is. Hey, King
Oh,
Yeah,
David, Mr.
yeah.
hey, David, what's
98%
good, fam?
correct.
What's good?
98%, bro. 98%. What's
I,
good, fam?
I was hustling to get home. Boom
Yeah, yeah.
understood. I
We
ain't get a
talked this
chance to
morning.
listen to the show. I don't know what y'all topics y'all up to yet. Talk to me. Fill
Well,
me
we're
in.
talking about Call of Duty. We're
Right,
talking about the crossover that was just unearthed through the code. It
right.
includes Gundam, and you're an OG like me, so you appreciate that.
Yeah,
There's also going to be the Crow, but
yeah.
the big one, I think, is what you see on your screen. Fallout is doing a crossover for season 4. That is going to be a big deal. We'll get to you in a second, King David, but let me just finish with C Money here. And King David, you happen to join us at the right time because there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of misunderstanding. Jez Corden said some stuff in a private. Well, it's not really private. It's the Xbox Two Discord that was taken out of context, of course, because they love doing that to Jez, and people are starting to lose their ish, if you will, once again about Xbox being here, there, and everywhere. We actually just talked about something that Matt Piscatella was talking about, and more specifically, there's been some talk about the numbers showing that Helldivers and CFDs are perfect examples of why cross pollination needs to happen on making these games multi-platform. We're going to get into that. That I know you have some big thoughts on that.
Right.
So, see money. Let's finish your thought on this, man. Let's about the cross pollination
Yeah,
with Call of Duty.
so they already do the like if you have I think it's Prime. I think on Prime you get it. Even on PlayStation, I think they have it too, where if the subscription gives you like these perks. So I don't see how Xbox shouldn't be involved in that, right? I don't see how Xbox shouldn't have the you're subscribed so you get these perks. Now, more pertinent to what you're saying, should they have perks that are like, oh man, Halo's in there now, and as a perk, you get them or something like that. I mean, that would be dope. I mean, that would be crazy. That would be really good. But I don't know I don't know how much they have flex with doing things separate for Xbox versus the other places. Because when they bought it, all the kind of regulations around it, right? And they basically said they were going to keep everything identical. So I would assume that whatever, if they did something like that, it would be because they're also offering that everywhere. And that'll be, I mean, it would be pretty gangster for them to give you the Halo skin on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like you go and the Halo skin is your perk. That would be that would be wild. But outside of that, I mean, it's not far fetched. I think that's something that will absolutely happen. I think we'll definitely see that, especially with this upcoming game. You know, once that rolls around with the marketing and stuff, I think there'll be more out there with that for sure.
Absolutely. King David, let's talk about it. Now, you're a Fortnite guy. I'm a
Yep.
Halo guy. But we dabble in Call of Duty. What about this crossover? Because you and I talked about this before. We want to see Microsoft really like drive this point home. They have IP that are legendary. Probably some of the best in the business. Call of Duty is now owned by Microsoft. They don't have to pay licensing fees. They own the whole kit and caboodle. They can put whoever they want. This is just the start of it. What do you think about that?
I think that they should have been did this, but I guess they were waiting for a period of time where all IPs settled into place.
Yep.
And now that all IPs have settled into place, they're able to say, okay, now you can use this skin, you can use that skin, and they're leveraging off of their self. They're not leveraging off of anyone else. The best part about that is that's 100% of your money. You're not paying licensing fees to anyone. When Microsoft and Xbox is the platform, Game Pass is the platform, when they start to leverage their platform and start to take all of these games and start to intermingle them, you subvert the Disney effect. You see what Spider-Man has to pay, Sony has to pay Disney for the Spider-Man IP. That stuff hurts their bottom line when you got to come out of your pocket 300,000, 300 million
315 to be
for
exact, dude.
a license.
Bonkers. Yeah, bonkers.
Now imagine you owning it, said IPs. You could just make games with impunity.
Yeah.
And you just from a marketing standpoint, from a financial standpoint, economically, your game is already up making money out the door. Right? Because you don't have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul. You literally are in the green. You automatically you're going to start making money from the black. These individuals will have you believe this is a bad thing because they can't do it. Don't fall for the dummy bag.
Or the banana in the tailpipe.
Right. See, the reason why Fortnite is so successful, but you can also hear them screaming about they don't make as much money as people think, is because of the licensees. They've built themselves up around these licensees, right? But this is also where Fortnite genius comes in. They put their originals in there. You'll buy a Fortnite original skin that 100% of that profit goes straight to them. And they're doing it on a regular basis, and they can give you bundle deals on their characters because their characters are whole, lock, stock, and barrel owned by them. And they're getting to the point now where for every licensed character, there is their character, and their characters look equally as impressive.
Yes.
There you go. Now
that's the difference.
You have to start leveraging what you own properly in order to make financial sense, right? Because right now, the people that own the IPs are making more money than the people that are making the games. And that's where the problem lies.
Yep.
So I'm down for all of this. I'm down. When I saw it, I lost my mind. I tweeted it out to answer your question. I think it's the greatest thing that's ever going to happen. I can't wait to see Doom Guy and Master Chief together. I cannot wait to see certain franchises actually mingle. When you're playing Call of Duty and you see a Forza car in there, like what the hell? Like I want to see that. That stuff needs to happen because you own this stuff. Let it be.